Hello everyone, my name is Yap Hui Sin with metric number BA231100074. Today I'm going to explore the evolution of European integration, concentrating on the journey from the European Economic Community to the European Union. So let's get to know from the background of European Economic Community, which is EEC in short. So, what is EEC? So, EEC is a common market within which people, goods, and capitals could circulate freely among the member states. So, in the aftermath of World War II, the European nations sought to prevent the future conflicts and foster economic recovery. This led to the initiative promoting cooperation and integration. So, the Treaty of Rome in 1957 was formed within 6 nations, which are Belgium, France, Italy, Lisbon, Netherlands, and West Germany, to establish the European Economic Community and the European Atomic Energy Community. So there's a lot of achievements of EEC, which are the eliminations of internal tariffs, the creations of custom union, and lastly, the development of common policy in terms of agriculture, competitions, and trade to harmonize the member states' economics. So let's move to get to know the factors of European Economic Community transformed to the European Union. So there are 3 factors that EEC transformed to the European Union. So as we know, European Union is a complex structure comprising not only a single market but also a common policy as well as rights and obligations for European citizens. So first of all, the factors of EEC transform to the European Union is depending political integrations. The EEC initially focused on the economic cooperation, but member states recognized that the economic stability required a stronger political framework. Why does the political integrations was necessary? Because the EEC in 1957 were primarily an economic project that focused on the custom unions and trades, but its success revealed limitations in economic policy that require political alignment. For instance, that harmonizing the agricultural subsidies through the Common Agricultural Policy, which is the CAP, that led to the dispute over the national sovereignty. And the second is the foreign policy fragmentation. In the 1970s, oil crisis and the Cold War tensions showed that the Europe needed a unified voice in global affairs. And on top of that, the Madrid Treaty in 1992 formally established the European Union, introducing the 3 pillars, which are the economy, foreign policy, and justice affairs cooperation, marking a shift from the purely economic integration to political union. And the second factors, which is completions of single market. So before we get to know the factors, there's a challenge in 1980s, which is the non-tariff barriers persisted, that differing the national regulations, such as the product safety standard that hinder true free trade, and Euroscerosis, economic stagnation in the 1970s to 80s demand a radical liberalization. So in fact, the Single European Act in 1986 accelerated the removal of trade barriers and set a 1992 deadline for the fully integrated market. This success necessitated a broader structure of the European Union to manage not just goods but also free movement of people, services, and capitals. And last but not least is the Economic and Monetary Union ambitious, which is EMU. So why does European Union need a single currency? Is because they have a exchange rate instability. In the 1970s collapse of the Bretton Woods system, and chaotic European monetary system, which is EMS, crisis that show the need of stability and the business demands that multinationals lobby for reduced transaction costs and currency risk. In fact, and the Maastricht Treaty also laid the groundwork of a single European currency. The euro was introduced in 1999 for electronic transactions and in 2002 for cash transactions, further unifying the member economies. In conclusion, the EEC played a significant role in uniting European countries economically, laying the foundation for the modern European Union. So the transformation from the EEC to the EU represents a significant evolution in the European cooperation. What began as an economic partnership aimed at preventing war has grown into a comprehensive political and economic union. The EU continues to adapt to the new challenge, striving for unity, peace, and prosperity among its member states. That's all from me. Thank you.